have to go somewhere. Hello, good evening. Welcome to today's live stream. 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 Good evening. Welcome to today's live stream. Welcome to today's live stream. So, where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Let me know. Let me know in the chat. Where are you watching from? Yeah, welcome to the live stream. Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Where are you watching from? Please let me know where you're watching from in the chat. Let me know where you're watching from in the chat. Today we are going to learn about the tools, about more tools, how to get resources. Just checking through the WhatsApp group. I saw some message that came up yesterday, and somebody mentioned about how to create Google Forms, and another person how to send links to students from either one note or from what do you call it, from Canva, right? So I don't know. We are not so much today. I need us to share the link. Do me a favor, share the link to the group. Share the link to groups. Share the link to groups. Let me start that we are all yeah. So let me know where you're watching from. I'm waiting for a comment in the chat. I'm waiting for a comment in the chat. Let me know where we are watching from. Okay, great, great, great. I can see John Oniko again is here from River State. Thank you, John Oniko, for always being here. Mr. J Mathematics from Abidjan. Welcome. Kemi Classy, Lagos. Welcome. Welcome everybody. Welcome everybody. Let's do me a favor or do us a favor. Share the link to the live stream. I need more people to learn from this live stream. I told somebody yesterday that I was going to share my phone screen and show them how to share the Zoom screen or the rest while using their phone. So I couldn't figure out some particular things like that. How I share my screen on my PC, it just seemed not to work this evening, even when it worked a few days ago. So what will happen is I'm going to suspend that particular phone screen sharing to Saturday. Yes, I'll probably shift it till Saturday. So I'll have to figure it out. and resolve why it's not functional, right? So let's quickly get started. Let's quickly get started. I know more people are going to join us eventually, so let's quickly get started. Last week, last Thursday, if you were here, tell us what we did. Can you mention it in the chat what we did last week, Thursday? What did we learn? What tool did we learn about? What are the tools that we learned about? Because I know that, or I want to believe that we actually practiced or we actually made use of those tools. We probably attempted making use of it. So can somebody help me mention in the chat what were the three tools that we learned last, or the three resource tools that we learned last week, where we can get, or the websites that we learned last week where we can get resources. I actually talked about three last week, Thursday. Can somebody help me mention the three in the chat? Mention it in the chat if you actually made use of it. Okay, for clarity, last week we talked about one Oak National Academy. That was the first one, Oak National Academy. Then the second one was Canva. We talked about Canva, and the third one was Twinkle. The third one was Twinkle. Yes, I even mentioned WinRAR because WinRAR and Zedakiva, though I did not explicitly show anything about it on the screen, because most phones gradually now they can now even extract. I even mentioned File Manager Plus. If you are using your phone to kind of extract files, or even you want to zip files, WinRAR, Zarchiver, and File Manager Plus can actually help. As for me, even on my phone, I use File Manager Plus to actually manage or to actually navigate all my files. So that's really, really, really helpful. So today we're going to look more. You will see me create Google Forms without without going to Google Forms exactly. This AI is crazy. This AI can create. You may have heard of Kahoot before. I'm not going to show you how to use Kahoot like today. It all depends on the time available. So you may have heard of Kahoot, Bluekate, uh, what they call it, Wayground, or quizzes. You may have even heard of Word Wall. You may have heard there are several other tools that you may have heard of, or probably you're just hearing about it for the first time. For this particular tool, so wait, ensure that you're on this stream so that you get to know about that tool, because I'm going to show you the manual ways, after the manual ways, then I'll show you this tool that actually, of course, there is a free version of it and there is the paid version of it. So if you've not subscribed to this channel yet, and you know that learning these tools are going to really, really, really be beneficial to you and to your online classes, pending when you're going to start getting students, I still admonish everyone here that we should practice the use of these tools. Even before I started getting students, I was practicing the use of these tools both in the classroom, because I had a PC. Like, even if you don't have a PC, all right, this is like an engagement. These are engagement tools and engagement websites that you can keep your student busy. So if you are still in a locality where paperwork is highly regarded, like they do not have their digital work, or like Drive, Google Drive, or OneDrive cloud solutions, you may need to start gearing towards that. You need to push yourself to understand that aspect of growth and start shifting to, like, away from just paperwork. You need to start looking at the digital aspect, because all these companies that you can apply to, which we are going to be talking about on Saturday, they do not do paperwork. It's all digital. Where will they see you to collect paper? You compute for them, you save it as PDF, or save it as, depending on the documents required, and you send it. So even videos, they don't allow you upload videos and all of that. You need to save it as a link. Either upload it to Google Drive, or you upload it to YouTube, or you use Loom. Loom is an app that you can record videos, you can record your screen, you can record your screen and your face on it, and it has its own noise cancellation solutions. If you don't have a noise cancellation, whatever. So, and you can use all of these to create videos, and you just send a link. So let's learn to start using digital applications rather than paperwork. So my very first thing, the very first thing I'm going to show today, let's quickly get started. Let's quickly get started. So in a moment, you'll be seeing my screen. In a moment, you'll be seeing my screen. In a moment, you'll be seeing my screen. So let's quickly position ourselves and learn today. Yeah. So I won't believe we all can see my screen already. So the very first one I'm going to talk about is ChatGPT. Oh, I've actually made use of two free generations because I'm not paying for ChatGPT yet. Does it mean that I cannot get it? Of course, I can get it, but I've not really used it enough to say that let me get it. So let me also open this or second browser and open GPT. All right, and open GPT. So let's quickly get it. I want to believe that we can still see my screen. So I'm going to put ChatGPT right here, chatgpt.com. This is the way I would have done it. I already have my let me minimize. Let me get let me open ChatGPT on the board. So you would see exactly what I'm talking about. So you'll be the one that gets topics that I'm going to I just need one topic, maybe topic in English or topic in maths or topic in science or even any other topic, but it has to be a very a very uh a very relatable topic in the classroom. I want this to show up. I don't know why it's not responding for some reasons. Hmm, or what to do. Trying to load this up, but it's seeming not to for some reasons. So let me load it again. Let me load it again. Let me load this again. Let me just load this. I may have to try another browser. Okay. Let me see what's going on here. I don't know why all of this is slowing up today or slowing down today. Okay, so let's see how we can be able to get this done. I'm going to try to open as many browsers as possible so that we can okay, so let me try putting ChatGPT again. Now this ChatGPT, this what I've used today. I've used it to generate. Actually, what? Yeah. So okay, let it load up. Actually, I want to generate it again, but with another topic and with another GPT account because I've actually used my two generations today. They will not allow me to actually generate again. Uh, this browser is not responding for some reasons. I don't know why. Okay, yeah, it's actually responded now. Okay, so let me open this up. Let's see what I did today. I created, let's just open. Let this thing load up. It's taking some time, unusual time. Okay, finally that. Okay, so I want you to see this. This is even let me just this is the worksheet. Let this load up the worksheet. I don't know what is going on here. Okay, let me go to the other one because I know that I have some of the other worksheets that I've done. So anyone that can open up, we can make use of it and make use of it. Okay, this is it. Okay, the image is not here. Image is not here. Let me see what's going on. Okay, do you know what? Why it's still loading up? Because I don't really know what's going on here. But let me try to open another browser. I have my the prompts that I used. I just said, give me a this thing is no, it's not responding. Actually, it's no. Okay, it's taking some time, but I'm really, 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 really disturbed at why it's not loading. This is what I used today. So it's supposed to okay, so this is it. You can see this electric circuit. Yeah, this is exactly what I generated today. This is exactly what I generated today. Electric circuit. All right. I took this. Let me just take out this for a year 10 for a year 10 class. So for some people that may be wondering whether this is going to work, it will work. It will work. So this is the reason why some people pay for ChatGPT. They pay to generate colorful worksheets that they can use to actually teach in the classroom. And I'm going to show you that I actually used it in the OneNote. I would actually show you. So this is it. This is the you can copy this down. Give me a quality colored worksheet. I usually add this to it. Create image. So yeah, I usually add this. Then I will add this in front. Give me a quality colored worksheet for the topic electric circuit, Ohm's law. Note, I don't want to create Ohm's electric circuit again. I want to create another one. Now, not just the worksheet that I created, I also created a summary, a strong summary for the same topic. I also generated. This was what I used my to actually do. Where I may consider paying for ChatGPT or join a group of people that pay for it every month. There are like group of people which we can actually even create. If you are interested in ChatGPT subscription and you are willing to pay for it every single month, then we could actually create such on the group. We could do a group of 15, 10 to 15. Actually, I would prefer just 10, but we can do 10 to 15. There are a lot in the group. So by the time we say 15, 1 month of ChatGPT subscription is 33,000. So we will just divide it by the number of people that are going to join that subscription. So there will be a separate group created. If you are interested, you let me know. It's going to be every month subscription. So if you want to be generating images, worksheets, and summaries like this, genuinely for the class, that will be beautiful. That will be awesome. As you can see, even abstract things like this came out clear. So let's quickly try another topic. I don't want to use electric circuit. I don't want to use electric circuit. I want to use another topic. So suggest a topic for me in the chat. Suggest a topic for me in the chat. I want to see a topic in the chat that I can use. Suggest a topic for me in the chat because I want to search for any topic, whether English or maths or science, any topic that you are even preparing for a topic for resumption. Tell me a particular topic that you want me to search or you want me to use and create worksheets or create summaries right here. Summaries are very, very powerful. It even more like summarizing a whole slide, a whole PowerPoint. It's just summarizing the whole thing. So give me a particular topic that I use. Photosynthesis. Okay, we'll use the same photosynthesis that we used last time. Photosynthesis, let's quickly go on to that. Photosynthesis we used last time. So tailored for year 10. And let's go. So give me a quality colored worksheet. Yeah, so let's quickly see the image. It's going to take some time to create the image. It's going to create some time. It's going to take some time to create the image, but it will eventually come up. So while that is still creating, I also want to introduce another one that is called Cloud AI. So if you've heard of that before, well done. But there is something that I would like to show you eventually. Let me open Cloud in the other browser instead. Let me open Cloud here. Yeah, Cloud AI is also a very powerful tool that I use to actually prepare for my lessons. Prepare for my lessons, yeah. So yeah, Cloud is already opened. Let's get back and let's see whether it has produced image for us. It's supposed to have produced the image already. Okay, still creating the image. It's still creating the image. Okay, great. So it has done that. It has created the image. Now I'm going to download this. I'm going to download it. Look at what it has done. It has created a very beautiful image, a worksheet, a very detailed worksheet. They may not, depending on how tedious the worksheet is, they may finish it in one class, or they may do a part of it and the remaining one will be for the next class if it's twice in a week, if the class is actually 2 times in a week. Because this kind of you can't exhaust photosynthesis in just 1 hour, like, except it was done, maybe it was a previous knowledge or something, and you are just reiterating. So that we just downloaded that. I want to also generate the summary for this topic. So again, I will go take the uh, format that I use. This is the prompt that I used here. I say, okay, also generate a strong summary for the same topic so that after teaching the summary, the student can attempt the worksheet, just image. This is what I typed in, this is what I used, and immediately I will just send it. So you can see that this is something that I've tested, and I'm not just blabbing. I've tested it, so you can see for yourself that I've tested it, and I'm not just talking. Something that has worked, and so it will work for you as well. All right. So let it generate. Let it generate. Let it generate. Let it generate. So while it's generating, right? While it's generating, it's going to generate in a moment. So while it's generating, I mentioned that I talked about Cloud AI. Cloud AI is very, very useful. Cloud AI is very, very useful. Cloud AI can create a whole lot of things. All right. Cloud AI has created reports, progress report format that I use for my students. Of course, there are progress reports format for companies that when you apply to, you need to use their own format for their company, right? But when you start getting students, you also need a particular format for progress report. And I've actually used Cloud AI to create that. It helped me to create a detailed Excel sheet, not just an Excel sheet, but a two sheets in one Excel file that as I'm imputing information in one, is reporting to it in the other worksheet. And I did not need to know any formula. I just needed to understand what I wanted to create. And it created it. Of course, it did not create it in one go. I re-edited, kept prompting it till it gave me what I was almost 100% satisfied with. Then I made duplicates of that format for one subject, two subjects, three subjects. So if I have a teacher now that is taking English and I have another one taking science, probably I'm the one taking maths, by the end of the month, I can just easily tell the English teacher, maths teacher, I share them the link of the Excel sheet they impute all their weekly scores or weekly assessment scores. And for each of those subjects, there is a template on that Excel sheet, and it will just generate it. It will just that is add it up and give you averages. Yes, I was able to do that. So let's see the image that it's crafted out for us. I'm sure it has crafted out the image. I want to download it. Great. You can see this. So yeah, it has downloaded. So I want to show you guys how it looks like. Right here, I want to open it. Open the first one. Open the yeah. So let's see. It's loading up. Can you see this worksheet? Can you see this worksheet? Let's also open the other one. Can you see it's actually yeah, it's actually opening. Good, great. So we already have the summary and we have the worksheet. So let's look side by side. Let's see the summary. Let's see the worksheet. So this is the summary here. You can see how colorful, how beautiful it is. You can see how beautiful this is. Oh, oh, yeah, you can see how beautiful this is, right? You can see this. So this is, you can see how it even it even put my name, Rav the expert. That was because I've had an earlier encounter with it before. This is for electric circuit. I wanted to show for, I wanted to show for photosynthesis. It seems I did not edit it. Oh goodness. It seems I did not edit that. It's supposed to show, let me see. It's supposed to show immediately now. Let me check the download from here directly. It's supposed to open this one. Let me see how it looks like. Okay, great. So let's see how it is. Great. So you can see this is the worksheet of photo. You can see how clear it is. Multiple choice. Oh god, this is so beautiful. 5 questions, multiple choice. You can see labeling. You can see number 3, fill in the blanks. Number 4, photosynthesis equation. Number 5, short answer. Number 6, true or false answer. You see, this is variety. These whole questions are beautiful. Like you see, it has images and it has boxes. This is how to do. You can even set people that do checkpoint signs in their school. You see that this is already an exam question. I'm telling you. It's already an exam question. It's just for you to actually crop it, for you to snipe and know how you're going to fix it. These are already exam questions. It's for you to snipe and insert. That's all. Or yeah, is to snipe it like images and insert it, because for checkpoints you always have visuals, right? That will also be kind of uh, challenge the brain, right? This is just the worksheet. Let's look at let's look at this other one. Let's look at this summary. So you see that this is good. Like this is good. This is good. This is good. Let's look at the summary. Let this open up. I hope it's the correct one though. Okay, great. So let's look at it. Let's see how it is. Look at this. Can you see it? So what is for the you see that it's corresponding or it's matching up with the summary. So with this, you can easily make class, like complete class, complete class. Look at this on my window. So you will see that I've actually used it and it's actually functional, right? So I want to show it to you guys on my OneNote, like on the student OneNote. Now, let me just leave the student OneNote. Let me go to the OneNote that I used to prepare this. Look at this. This is equilibrium. This is chemical equilibrium. Can you see this? Aside from the worksheet I got from Wayground, like I mentioned, there is Wayground, there is Kahoot, there is Locate, there is Input, there is Word Wall, there are a whole lot. Now, looking at this, this is chemical equilibrium that I prepared for last time. You can see how detailed this worksheet is. It's quite detailed. You can see it for yourself. It's quite detailed. You can also see this summary. You can also see this summary here, right here. can also see the summary. It knows beyond what you call objectives of the lesson. It knows beyond it. It knows beyond it. Look at electric circuit. Um yeah, so look at this. You can see it for yourself. This is the worksheet. I decided to put no, not the worksheet, the summary. I tried to put the summary first for the worksheet underneath. Can you see how detailed this is? It's well detailed. So this is just one way to go about it. Now let's quickly look at. I want to believe that you will be able to do this after this live stream. You can go practice on ChatGPT. While I was showing that prompt, probably you can rewatch it and screenshot that prompt that you can copy it or type it into your ChatGPT. Then you can always just go back, copy the prompt, edit your topic into it, and to give you this exact kind of quality output. You see how they color graded each of them: homes, law, green, key concept blue. That's also the same way I also kind of try to color grade my classes whenever I'm teaching students, so that they will find it interesting, not kind of interesting, but they'll find it useful. Let me get to a particular hmm, exactly. Just look at this. You can see how I color graded this, trying to change the color of the pen just to make sure that the student keeps up with concentration, right? So that they can be able to concentrate. So that's exactly the same way that I color grade a whole lot of activities. So color is a very, very powerful stuff. It's very, very powerful, right? Like it's very powerful, even to a grade 10, to a even to adults, anyone. Colors are very, 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 very effective. You can see how I use colors here, right? You can see how I use colors here. So let me quickly close this. Let me close all of this. And I want to show you guys something very, very important. I want to show you guys something. This is a beastly tool. You can see this that it's just an extension in my browser. Let me show the brick stitching. If you've not heard of brick, I just mentioned I'm coming back to cloud because cloud is just similar to ChatGPT. So I don't want to dwell so much on cloud. Maybe we are going to use cloud to actually summarize. Look at Brick Stitching AI. Oof, Brick Stitching is huge. So if you don't have brick stitching on your browser, I don't have brick stitching right here on my extension. So I'll just search brick stitching extension or just brick stitching. Let's just do that. So I have it on the previous one. Note, I have it on this particular one, and that's why you can see brick stitching here. If I click on it, it will get disabled. If I click on it, it shows on my screen, especially when I'm interacting with AI like Cloud, ChatGPT. Let me go to ChatGPT. You still see it on my screen, right? You can see it right here. But if I go to any other website, you will not see it. You can see it's not here. If I go here right now, it's not here. Let me see if it's going to show up here. It did not show up. You can see it right here for yourself. If I go to this, it's not here. You can see. So looking at this, it's not just going to show anywhere. All right. It works well with and I think it's probably because I actually connected it. I think it's because I connected it. It gave me the option to connect it at some point. I think that's why it's actually showing there. So let me search for brick stitching. Look at this here, brick stitching, right? Uh, so let's open it. I'm starting afresh with it, so you can see how you can go about it, create it on your browser. Would this work for phones? Yes. If you are thinking of how to add extensions to on your phone, there is a browser they call Kiwi browser. Kiwi, 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 Kiwi browser. If you have Kiwi browser, Kiwi, you can actually add extensions on your phone. Kiwi browser is similar to Chrome browser, but it's like an addition, like it's made for you to add extensions. So when I the first time I got to know about Kiwi browser was like uh 3 years ago when I first started learning how to format books, like how to format books and publish it on Amazon. So when I first started learning how to do that, I wanted to add some extensions that will help me paraphrase, that will help me check for errors, grammatical errors in the book, so that I do not omit anything at all. And even yeah, so there were some uh tools like that that will even help me rate the title of my book. All right. So that was how I got to know about Kiwi Browser. So you can actually get Kiwi Browser and use it to add extensions. Now, looking at this, let me see if there is a way for me to actually get the extension right here on the screen. Okay, let's look at the tools. Is there anything right here? Okay, let me just get started for free, or is there a way to download it? I'm actually starting afresh with this, so okay, let me see. Okay, so let me just get started for free. Let's just get started. It's opened in another tab. Like I told you guys before in my last, whenever I check the top, I like to check the bottom of the screen. Okay, this is me zooming out. I like to go to the very down path to see what else that is there. So looking at this, I'm seeing resource and printables, bricks tutorial. So if you don't really, okay, which other thing? Uh, that's all I can see right here. That's all I can see right here. So let's just get started for free. So this is it that is loading up, getting started for free. Let's see. Now pay attention because we're actually getting somewhere. Try getting somewhere. So I would click by signing here. I agree. Continue with Google. Is apart from Google, is there any other way? Yeah, you can use your email, but you see that the subscription on this website, if there will be a subscription, you cannot easily share it because you can see it here, continue with Google, except you have a Google account that you are willing to, maybe you are willing to create a dummy Google account that you will not be using. So then everybody that is going to share that subscription will have access or password to that Google account. But that seems to be like the only way. So uh like then you can be able to start sending code and trying to get it on your browser, right? So aside from that, like imputing it here and getting code, I would just prefer to continue with Google because the email account is actually here. So I will choose this. I'll choose this. I'll choose this. I'll choose this. Okay, great. Optics in physics. Yeah, you can try all of those other topics. Photosynthesis, quantum language, optics in physics, light rays. You can try all of that. It's going to work on ChatGPT. ChatGPT, it knows a whole lot. It's very, very intelligent, actually. So let's continue. Let's sign to break stitching. But aside from it signing to break stitching, I saw something like install extension. That is really what I want to do right from the top. But let's say it's redirecting us to extension download. So I think it's preferred or it's preferable for you to continue with Google first. After that, you can now add brick stitching to Chrome. So this brick stitching extension, I'm going to add it to Chrome right here. I'm going to add it to Chrome right, add extension. And the thing is that I think you can even search this is on Chrome web store. So if you even just search brick stitching extension, you can easily add it to Chrome right here, right here. So it's adding up, it's adding up, it's adding up, it's downloading. How big is it? Okay, that is like 13 point. Okay, it's adding up. Soon it's going to be in, and let's go. Let's go. So we can see what we are going to use this tool. Like I'm excited about what this tool is going to do for us. That's what I'm excited about. So let me pin. I like pinning my extension. I pin it here. You can see this. So let me go to Cloud. I'm not seeing brick stitching here, but let me activate it. Let me see if it's going to show on the screen. Okay, let me click it again. Let me see if it's going to show. Okay, it doesn't show. Uh, Let me go to GPT. Let me click it. It doesn't show. Okay, so could there be plugins? Well, let's see if we could add it on our plugin right here. I'm trying to set it the same way I set it up right here to see if it's like for you to see the whole process, right? So let's see if there is a way to add brick stitching. Let's see if it's going to add it. Use bricks extension to bring AI wherever you work. Continue. Continue. You will get all of this done definitely. Pin bricks to your browser. I pinned it. I'm a teacher. I think it just continue from here, trying to activate the. I'll still come back to ChatGPT soon. Teacher, continue. And where is your school? Well, anywhere. I'm just going to type. Okay, I'm just going to type anything. I don't know what's going to. Where is your school? Okay, they say Central High School. Search for your school. Okay, let me just search for Chicago. Any school at all that is there, I'll just add it up. I just add it up. Continue. English, math, science, uh, others, and let's just go. Grade level that I want to teach. What level are you teaching? Okay, of course, I teach third year, fourth year, fifth year, sixth year, seventh year, eighth year, ninth year. But let me add everything. Let me add first and second year. Let me add 10, 11, 12. Well, you can add pre-KG, you can add kindergarten, you can add university if you want to. Let's continue. How did you hear how you heard about whatever social media? Okay, right here you learned it, you heard about it on social media. This is YouTube. So social media is where you heard it from. And that is it. So that is everything. I'm going to skip this. There is so much. Come on. I want to make slides. I want to discover. I want to make slides. Okay. Discover new ideas, whatever. Write a topic you would like to be teaching soon. Which of the topics? Race. Okay, let me just do light race. Let me just search light race. Let's continue. Let's see what happens there. Okay, so this is exactly what it is right now. I want to go back here and see why it's not showing on GPT. Like it usually show here. So let's see. So you can explore all of this. Today is going to really, I'm trying to, yes, it can be reward, but it's also good that you stay here and you also watch so that you see what is happening. You can actually rewatch it afterwards. It's going to take a while. It will before immediately after the stream has ended, you can actually rewatch it immediately, like immediately. So you can actually rewatch it, and if probably I'm talking so fast, you can slow it down a bit. And if I'm talking so slow, at some point you can fasten it a bit, just for you to match your hearing, like how fast you can, how quick you can assimilate what is going on the screen. I'm trying to get this to work on right here. Okay, that's finally showed. Interesting. You see, it immediately adapts. I don't know why it has not adapted here. It immediately adapts. Great. It immediately adapts right here on okay, it's showing here. Let's go back to chat. Let's see if it's still going to if it's going to show on the chat. I'm trying to see. So you see, you can actually add up several plugins on ChatGPT. You can add Gmail, you can add Google Drive. These are the two things that are important. You can explore Google Calendar, you can explore Slack, if you know about Slack. Then right here, let me see how I can add this up. Uh, Let me see, get apps and extension. Um, yeah, yeah. I want to believe that it should be able to detect brisk extension and add it by itself. I'm trying to add it up. Okay, so under customize, let's see connectors or plugins. Okay, let's see if it's going to let me see if I can add. add plugin. Something just has to work though. Let me search for brisk and see if it's going to. It doesn't even show. It's fine if it does, whether it shows or not. It's fine. Breaks. Okay. So let me see this particular one. Let me see. Let me see. Excuse me. All right. So we have brisk here. Let me search whether it's going to be here. Okay, it's still not even there. Okay, so eventually it will adapt to this. I think Brick's supposed to easily adapt to this. But pending when it does that, let's quickly get straight to using it. I want us to see how to make use of it. You can see Bricks it. It's supposed to add immediately. I don't know why it's not. Add connector, add plugin. It's supposed to add immediately. It usually just automatically add here, or probably I need to add something before it adds. I will find out. It's supposed to work automatically. So I would figure it out myself because I noticed that it seems Cloud will suggest me to add it eventually. Let me try to. Okay. So I don't know how I'm going to do this. I don't want to make waste time on this. Use breaks to do uh quiz for me. Let me see if that will let me see if that will make it if that will make it a- activate breaks here. Okay, it immediately start taking me somewhere else. Let me see. Let me see what it does. Of course, breaks is in the extension is activated. Connect breaks to cloud. Good. So this is exactly. So immediately it connects. Let's see what happens. I just use that prompt to wake it up because it has to see brisk and connect to it. Okay, right here, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens quickly. Okay, connect to cloud. You see, that is it. That is what we're talking about. That is it. It's connected. So the two applications, they have successfully connected. Okay, allow access. Come on, allow access. So that is it. That is it. That is it. That's successfully connected. So I want to see like this bricks teaching is my party. It's so good. Now I'm not going to create. I will just go back to where what I've done and like back to the previous browser. Let me see what I can use. Okay, even right here, I can do something. It's going to activate everything. Don't worry. Everything works. Like I've not used bricks here before, and you see I just activated it right here, right? So let's quickly go back here. It's already here. You can see it for yourself. This is trying to even use bricks now to ask me what I want to do. Okay, but regardless of that, let me activate bricks on the side, like without brisking it from here. Typing anything. Close. Come on. Let me just close this. So normally if I type something here, okay, it activates this button, press K, right? But let me say I'm not doing anything here. Let me just say I want to do something by the side. Now, see how I will create Google Forms without going to Google Forms. Now, let me tell you that you can easily access Google Forms if you open a new browser, all right? If you open not a new browser, in a new tab, right here on even on Play Store, you can have Google Forms. Google Forms is on Play Store. So you can check Google Forms on Play Store. You have Google Forms. But if you are using Chrome browser, Ensure that you're using Kiwi browser if you want it to look like a desktop like this. Kiwi browser will make your phone look like a desktop. You can actually practice this exact thing I'm doing exactly as it is on my laptop. You can do it on your phone with Kiwi browser. Yes. So the only thing is that when you're now whatever you are doing in your class, you know they are sharing your entire screen. That's the only difference. I don't think it's possible for you to share a particular tab except you are using Google Meet and you are probably using Google Meet on Kiwi browser. That could work. There you can share some tabs. I think that should work. All right. But this is exactly when you open a new tab, you will see still loading up. It's supposed to have loaded up already. You will see Google Forms right here. I don't want to waste time. Let me go to this new tab and see if this one has loaded the applications right there. It's taking time to load up this one. Okay, that's finally loaded up. So looking at this, you can see all these applications, right? You can see all of them. This is this is what we call Google Forms. I would like to show you examples. Where is that? Yeah, these forms. I would like to show you example of what I've created in the past, so you have an idea of what we want to create right now. All right, you have an idea of what we want to create right now. You may have even heard of Google Forms, but I want to show you the back end. It's very important that you even see the back end. You aside from Brisk helping you to create Google Forms, all right, you can actually create yours for yourself. And there are several reasons why people create forms. People create forms because they want to get feedback from their student or from their client. They want you to set automated quiz that will be marked. You are the one that will assign points for each of those questions. So it's going to, as they answer that question, if it's correspondent to the answer you put there, it will automatically mark it. It works perfectly if it's multi-choice questions. If it's open-ended, well, it's going to be tricky to actually mark open-ended questions because it's what you gave it as mark guide that's going to mark the student. So does it mean that it cannot work for open-ended? Well, it's going to be more trickier to work for open-ended questions, except you want to mark it manually. All right, except you want to mark it manually. Or if you are doing multi-choice, A, B, C, D, option questions. This is going to work perfectly. I don't know why this is not loading up. It's going to load up eventually though. But let's just go back to the one that's loaded up. Let's see. You see that there is no there is no two ways about it. You just need to have options. So this is Google Forms. Let me open Google Forms right here. I'm not sure if I've created Google Forms with this particular account. Okay, yes, I have. Not exactly this is not mine. This is for a company that I work for. Okay, so let me open this up. I don't know why Google Forms isn't showing right here. I wanted to show you guys what I've created before. What I've created before, but it's fine. If why that is still loading up, let me open a new tab if that will resolve it. Get ready. I want to create something on bricks right here. Get ready, get ready, get ready. I want to create something on bricks right here. Everything is supposed to be active already. Uh-huh. Let me see if this is active. No response data. Let me close this. For some reasons, it's not okay. Let me see if it's up already. Okay, even if it's not coming up, right? I can just search Google Forms. Let me just search that. Google Forms. I don't know. I don't know. Why were you stubborn? You didn't want to open. You are waiting for me to start clicking Google whatever. Come on. Okay. So this is exactly what I've created so far with Google Forms. You can see it's a lot, right? I've even created with somebody's name. I've created something about Titan's Chest registration. I wanted to register some group of parents and know how many children they were registered and all that. I use Google Forms. Look at fraction problem, look at area and perimeter, energy transfer amount, third year junior cycle, maths, monthly feedbacks, you can say, third year high maths, mixed science quiz, atoms, elements, molecules. These are all Google Forms I've created. And let me tell you, I did not really spend so much time while creating it. Let's see. Why it seems that one is still trying to have head. Let's try to make something. Let's try to make use of what we have right here. Now look at this. I want to create Google Forms. Pay attention. I just click on create, right? You see, I clicked on create first. Then what do I want to create? You see, it has two views. It has classic view. It has classic view also does the same thing. You can do it using classic view. Anyone you prefer, you can also create. You can see it here. You can also create here. It seems classic view is way bigger. So and it shows a lot of things at the same time. So you feel free to use either the classic view or the new one. I think each of them is just more like the user, the preferred, what the user prefers. Then I'll just click on quiz here. What quiz exactly do I want? You see, it can create it, before I highlighted it, it had Google Forms, it had Google Docs, it has Kahoot. Okay, but what I want, instead of clicking on Kahoot, I can generate Kahoot. But what I want to click on is I want to generate quiz, Google Forms. Next thing I click on next, I click on what I want to do. So generate, um, I need, or not I need, I can say create a quiz on photosynthesis. As simple as this prompt is, it could be much more detailed though on photosynthesis for grade 10 students. I'm not on Google Forms, yo, but you see what this thing will do. I'm not on Google Forms, you will see what it will do. For grade 10 student in the UK. The UK, okay. So let me copy this. I like copying what I've typed just in case I need it again. Now this is grade 10. You can easily change the grade, but I maintain grade 10. All right, but you can change the grade right here if you want another grade. You can change the grade and on highlight the other one. Multi-choice. I think the difference here is that in this other one, you can select two, in that other view, you can probably select two grades at once. But right here, you can only select, let me see if I can select another grade. Okay, yeah, you can even select another grade. So you can select more than one grade. But of course, you can't select second grade and 10th grade. That's so wide. But you can select fifth grade and sixth grade. That could work. Multi-choice. That's what I want. I don't want short or long. I want multi-choice. 10 questions. I could take more than 10 questions. Let me choose 15 questions. That's all. There's some other additional things you want to do. Once you try to change it, Turbo AI is a paid tool. Like it's a paid tool. If you want presentations with images, it's paid. You need to pay for Brisk. If you want PowerPoint that will include images, Brisk can also create PowerPoint. Briskets. Come on, just Briskets. See what it's going to do now. It's going to generate this. I'm telling you that it's going to generate it. I don't know how it's going to do it. It's just going to be writing it. Like it's going to be writing it. Let's see what it's going to do. I'm waiting for it to do its work. Why is still rolling? Why is still rolling? Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. This is a tool I enjoy using, especially when I want to quickly create Google Forms. Wow, you can see this for yourself. You can see this for yourself. It's already created. Finished. It has finished it. 15 questions. I'm telling you, that's finished 15 questions. That's finished 15. The only thing is that if you want it to add the name, of the student, maybe in a let me just try that out. You see, I've actually copied that. Let me try it out right here and tell it to add name of student, sign in. Come on. Should have been signing already by now. Okay, it's seeming not to be not to come on. What's going on right here? Sign in. It's supposed to be signed automatically. What's that? Okay, okay, let's go here. Let's see what happens. Sign in. Why won't you not be signed in? Come on. I created guys, I need to sign again before it can work. That's okay, fine. Fine, let's continue. We need to do some work. Need to do some work. I okay, that has created, right? I want to show you something. It has created here. That's fine. All right, you can even edit. What the only thing I could do, the only thing I may do here is to maybe okay, it's back on this browser, but I'm coming back to to that browser. That browser was taking my time. I would just what I would normally do is that okay, I could let me see, I could add a question, but I will off this like it's not required, and I would remove that answer key, like there is no point. I will reduce it to 0. What do I want to put here? I want to make it yeah, done. I want to make it short answer. So what do I want to put here? Name of student. So instead of writing name, I'll write full name. There is no score. Remember, I removed the score. So now they can put their full name here, and I'll mark it as required. Of course, they need to put their name so I can easily know who submitted, right? So this is exactly like this is all you need to do. So once you mark it, it's required everything. So now I want to answer this. Let me see how I can share. I'll just click on this, shorten the URL. I like shortening it. Copy. Let me open in a new, let me not open it here. Let me open it in another browser right here. Paste it, enter. And it's going to load my Google Forms. Like Google Forms that was created. And now I can answer. You can see it right here. I can input my name. And because it has output scores, I don't want to, I can just fill all of these questions if I want to. So I can just put my name, mark it, mark it. For some people that are right here, you may want to see it mark. I don't know. It's something that you can try. You can try it. I don't want to answer all of this. These questions are so long. They are so much. Which of the following best explains why photosynthesis is essential to life? It produces oxygen necessary for respiration. Okay, do you know what? I will just click anything. I'll just click anything. Like literally, I'll just click anything. Sincerely, primary energy carrier. Okay, I will. Okay, let me answer this. Let me just answer it. I don't know. I will just answer as much as I can. The role of water in photosynthesis. Okay. Water is split to release. Okay, let's see. Water provides oxygen atoms for. Okay. Okay. Let's see. Uh See, do you know what? It doesn't really matter. I will just click anything. I just want to see that this thing can mark. All right. I don't mind. I don't mind what it is. I don't even care what the score is going to be. Like what's important is like right now it's for us to learn that this can actually mark, right? So I don't want us to waste much time. I will just choose options and submit. Now it's me that created it, so it's my choice what I want. Now I can view my score. I'm sure it's going to be quite poor because I just guessed. Okay, 7/15. I knew it was going to be that poor, so it's fine. Okay, the ones I did at the beginning, it's fine. Okay, so this is 7. Okay, so you can see it actually automatically marked, right? Now let's quickly go back to back end. This is me that I can check the responses, and I'll see that okay, somebody submitted. Okay, I did. So you see that I was able to view that someone submitted. Now I can view individually and view what the person got, what the person did not get. Do you understand? And make corrections on the spot. So this is everything about Google Forms. Now let's quickly go back. If you are getting value, let me know that you're getting value. Let me know that you're getting value. Let me know just assume that you're getting value. Let me know that you're getting value, that you've learned about you know that okay, this is how I generate work and I've actually used it and you see me use it. Then you also heard about cloud AI. So we are going to use cloud AI to summarize this class today. Then bricks teaching. So you see, today is about it's still generating, it's still generating instructional materials for us, right? Instructional material is helpful for everyday teaching. Now, let me know if you are gaining value. Let me know if you're signed in, but okay. Let me know, please. Let me know, please. I know you hold on most here. I hope we're still active. Tell me in the chat if you are following up. I want I want to create something else. Let me engage with you guys in the chat before we continue. I want to create Kahoot, but before I do, like I want to know if we're following. I want to know if we're following. Are we? Are we following? 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 I want to see the comments. I want to see the comment. I want to see the comment. Are we following? 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 I want to see the comment. I mentioned in our group chat that I will make a dedicated video on how to use Canva. That video may be long, but it's going to be useful because there are a whole lot of things I've used Canva to do myself, and that experience is worth sharing. Yeah, it's worth sharing. There will always be several tools that are available. There will always be tools one can use a substitute to another one. Uh, I mean, why not? Why not use what is best, the best tools? Yeah, if possible, use the best tools. So if the best tools are available and it's available for you to use it, use it. I will always advise teachers to share subscriptions because it's going to save their cost. Note, I have Twinkle Pro. I did not pay 36,000 per year. I shared with other 9 people and it's 3,600. That's good for me. I save money, right? I'm no more using Zoom. I'm not using Google Meet. Not that Zoom is very good. If I'm going to teach group classes, I cannot avoid using Zoom. So for now, it's because I don't have group classes that is specifically to me. Like I'll say that this student I'm taking group classes are for me. If I'm going to even teach group classes, Google Meet can allow up to 1 hour, right? But if I really, really need to teach group classes, I don't have a choice but to get Zoom. I would prefer using Zoom than to pay for Google Meet. Not because Google Meet is great, but because Zoom, there is a whole lot of things that is embedded into it. And it gives a whole lot of features that Google Meet will not give you, even when you pay for Google Meet with your normal Gmail account, except you are using an office email or like a work email. All right. Thank you for giving me feedback. Royal and Well. What's your name, please? Royal and Well. Is that your name, Royal? Uh, let me know. Let me know if you I'm just trying to I'm just trying to listen to myself again. I want to know if you are still hearing, still paying attention. Okay, so let's continue. So let's try to create Kahoot. Let's try to create Kahoot. So this is it. Create anything you can see. We can talk about Nearport some other time. We've already created quiz. You see, you can create presentation, But right here, I want to create Kahoot. I want to create Kahoot. Let's see how we can create. Kahoot is a quiz, right? It's a quiz. So I don't know if you all have experienced Kahoot before. So create a quiz on. Let me just paste what I no. Say. That's why I have my Windows V. So I want to select what I want to paste. Create a quiz on yeah, on photosynthesis for return students in the UK. Okay, so this is exactly what it is. Okay, smarter, builds around your needs, create instantly. Okay, I don't want you to create instant. I want you to build something around me. Well, let's see how it looks. Let's see how it goes. Let's see how it goes right here. Don't you put your excuse. Let's see how it creates right here. Okay, for grade 10. Um, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Let's see what happens. Right. Let's see what it's going to do. Would it open? Let's see it for ourselves. Okay, it says the attached website is not about photosynthesis. Should I use it or just make a quiz on photosynthesis without it? Build on photosynthesis, ignore the source. Yeah, that's because that means you can even open a source, talk about photosynthesis is going to generate something. And all of a sudden you start using Brisk too. And Brisk would work with what is on the website. You see, that I think that's why I would prefer this new one to the classic view. So you see, we are using the new view, not the classic view. I see it's actually worth it. Let's see what's going to do. Okay. Which aspect of photosynthesis should this quiz cover? Photosynthesis, there are a whole lot. I wanted to talk about the roles, those affected photosynthesis. I want to even talk about everything. It's just everything all selected. Um, what kind of thinking should this quiz push? Okay, you should explain process in details. You should recall key facts, apply concepts. I can just leave this analyze experimental using lights. Yeah, some people they used to misunderstand the role of carbon dioxide. They used to mix up products and even if it only happens in a day. All of these things are actually some students misunderstand. So let's see what's going on. See how detailed about it. You would really, really want to try this. You really, really want to try this. You really, really want to try this. Okay. Okay, Mr. Damlare. Well. Ah, wait, oh, is it Mr. Damlare from my PhD or is it another Mr. Please let me know. Meet one. Let's see what it is. It has said, okay, here is what I'm about to create. We are building a 10-question Kahoot quiz for grade 10 students in the UK. Focus on photosynthesis. We'll cover the role of that. Can show more. Do you understand? Everything that you want to, you can. I don't know if there is a way to create to change the number of questions again from here. I don't think so. It just showed us the summary of what it wants to do. The next thing is to click on create. Come on, create it. So it's going to create it for us and see what it does. See what it does. It has opened a new tab, went straight to create.kahoot.it/creator. Inside Kahoot website, it will write it. You don't need to type anything. Bricks teaching is a game changer. Sometimes you want to quickly do something like a Kahoot quiz in your STEM club or something. You now start thinking of how you are going to type it and all of that. Let me tell you, you don't need to type anything. If there is anything that you would do in addition, is maybe you want to get images and add to it. Because if it's going to create with images for you, you will need to pay for the app. So some manual work, like if you want to add images, you have to do it by yourself. But it will not add images in Google Forms, but it can add images for you in presentations. But you have to pay if you need images, right? Yeah, log in, continue. Um, I don't know why. Maybe because I've not activated Kahoot here before. Choose a workplace that is most relevant to you. School. Let's see if it's still if it's cut out the connection from the application. If the application is still right inside here to do the work. That's why it's created. It's here to do the work. We ask it what we tell it what it should do, and it does it. You understand? It does it. So right here, I'm not going to say PDF to Kahoot. That is not what it is. Neither is it blank canvas. I'll just say Kahoot generator. That's just what I'll click. I don't know. I don't even know. Do I need to do all of that? Okay, let me close this. It's already writing for us. I think it's already writing. If it's not writing already, then I'll go back and create it again. I think it's not. Oh. Don't tell me that this thing cut out in between. Don't let it, like, it should not tell me that it's cut down. Um, Come on. Will I have to redo this again? That's because I've not set Kahoot here. That's just, well, I cannot, I've done that in the first browser I use, and so that's why it will just be straightforward. But let's do it again. It means that we'll have to do it again. Um, yeah, we'll have to do it again. That's what it takes. We'll have to do it again then. I don't know what it's going to do now. Did it cut out? Okay, blank canvas. Let's see. It did not create yet. Okay, fine. That means it actually cut out. So let's see. It's being created. It did not create you. That's what it thought. It thought it's being created. So let's do it again. Uh, yeah, not create anything. I don't want to just create anything. Right here. Let me go back to new. Let's see. Create. I'm just starting again. Kahoot. Setting things up. Uh, hmm. Can someone use this instead of Canva? Well, uh, Bricks Teaching can create quizzes. Canva can create worksheets. ChatGPT can. I'm just giving you more places where you can get that. If you don't want to pay for it, at least you know that you have another option, variety. Because students get bored. That's the issue. Students they get bored. So you need to know how to keep them engaged for the longest time. Um, Let me select 10th grade here. You need to know how to keep them engaged for the longest time. Okay, here, let me change the question. Let me change it to just, okay, it can remain as 10. Let me increase it a bit so okay, up to like 20, but let me increase it to 12. Save. Create. Is there something I've not selected? Okay, just go back. I think everything is set. Let me click on create now. I know it's going to ask me some questions, or probably it will just go all the way straight up to answer. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Hmm. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Okay, build from the No, no, ignore source. The same thing is showing us. So it already has a programmed way, or though sometimes it could actually, depending on your prompt, it knows what to ask you. It's intelligent. That's just it. All these AI, that's what they call artificial intelligence. They are intelligent. They are intelligent. They know what you want. Yeah. So let's look. Let's highlight all of this. I did that previously. Let's highlight. Let's just skip the experimental. So you see, we're doing the same thing again. Um. Okay. So it's going to create it. It's going to create it. It will create it. It's going to create it definitely. That was because I've not set up Kahoot then. But now that Kahoot is set up, why not? Why won't it? I don't want to switch, but if I come back, it's me. I don't want to make that mistake. Maybe it may just go off. It may just close. I don't know. Let it create. Yeah, it should create. So go ahead and create it. It should open another tab right now, and hopefully it start creating. It has. I've tested this already, and it has worked for me. So even if I have not set up Kahoot, I just set it up, it should work automatically with Kahoot. Yes. Learning all of these tools will give you varieties to use. To give you varieties to use. I cannot remember, like it has been a while. Why is it showing me this? It's supposed to automatically go straight to choose. Okay, I did not select anything. Let's see what happens. Okay, I did not do anything. It just brought me there. I did not select anything. I just watched it, and it automatically started. It did everything for me. It titled the quiz photosynthesis quiz, and opened it and started typing the question. After typing the question, it typed in the answer. Watch. Let me zoom this out. So you will see the magic. This AI. Come on, it's doing the work for us. Automated. It's typing all the answers, all the options. Look at that. It will select the answer for you and add a new question and add it like this. I literally enjoy when I see like it's operating my laptop for me. It's creating the questions for me. I don't need to do anything. I literally wait for it to create 12 questions for me. And when it's done, the only thing I need to do is I think, is to save it, to click on save. And if I want to increase the time limit from 20 seconds to 30 seconds, then I can do that. If I want to, I don't know, there are other settings I can do questions. It's creating the question for me. It has to be fast. I don't know why it's just on number one. Or is it me that is doing, is it me that is it that it's not, is it that I'm not seeing well? It's supposed to add up to the question and not change it. I don't know what it's doing right here though. It's supposed to add up. I don't know why it's doing this, but why it's creating. Let me try another one right here. I want to create because I've actually created one today. Let me try it right here. The same thing I'm doing there. So what it's doing is automatically typing in. I want us to understand brick stitching. Then we can use cloud to summarize. So let me quickly do it. I will still go back there when it's done to check what it has created. So but I want to try it again, not using that. I want to use the classic format because I know I used that new format and that was what it did. So I want to see it. I want to see it active with the yeah, exactly. Create Kahoot. Next, Control V. I'm going to change this to 10th grade. Multi choice. I'm going to make this okay. Let me make it the same 12 questions. It should work. Should work definitely. Standard AI, any other one is going to request for. some. So let it risk it. Classic may just be fine. Classic may just be fine. But let's see what happens. I'm trying to compare the two of them too. Um, it's still creating. I don't know what's going to finally happen right here because I'm not seeing the questions adding up. I'm just seeing it re-editing what it has done before, and that is questionable. It's saving it, but that's questionable. I don't know how it's saving it. Let it be done though. Right here, it's already creating on this one automatically. So I'm having two Kahoot being created. One on one of my one on this other one. I'm not going to touch anything. I'll just be watching and let me see what it's going to do. Or should I click on this? Wait, let me click on this or create from scratch. Okay, let me click create blank canvas. Let me see what it's going to do, whether it's going to write anything. It's supposed to write automatically. I don't know what is going on here. At least I created one today. Hmm. Uh it's still creating, but let's see. I'm still waiting for it to create here. I will do it again. I'll do it again. So even if it's seeming to, don't know if it's having issues right now. Okay, let me just try 10 and see whether it's going to work with 10. I will still try 12 later, but let me try 10 and see whether it's going to work with 10. Let me see what it does. If it doesn't create, I shouldn't even touch anything. It's supposed to create by itself. It's supposed to create by itself. Let's see what happens. It's supposed to select what it needs to create. Like it's literally supposed to do it like I don't know how to use counts. That's simply how it's supposed to work. Before I touch anything there, why it's supposed to be doing something. Sorry, we experienced an unexpected error. That's weird. That's very weird. This thing is still generating. Hmm. Like this, I cannot do anything on this screen except I want to close. I need to wait until it's done generating. I cannot do anything on this screen right now. I cannot do anything. And if I go back right here, you say your Kahoot activity is being created in the new tab. Just hope this is really worth the whole wait. I just hope it's worth the wait. It was able to type the name and it's creating. So I actually want to see it finish. I actually want to see it finish creating. Okay, let me try doing something. Let me try typing the Kahoot quiz for blah 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 blah. Create a Kahoot 15 questions quiz. 15. I even want to make it 15. Okay. Let me make it 5 questions. We don't have all the time. 5 questions quiz on Kahoot for grade 10 students in the UK. No, 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 not that. That's not what I meant. Stop. I want to use brisk, so I'm going to copy it again and paste it and brisk it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it does. Multi-choice, multi-choice questions, multi-choice questions, multi-choice Kahoot quiz. Okay, let me click that. I don't know if it's going to. I don't know how well it's going to do. It's up to it to do well or not do. And maybe because it's but the browser should not be interfering with the other browser. It's supposed to work independently. So let's see what it's going to do here. I'm trying to create, do several ways. This is supposed to work in several ways and it's supposed to work well. It's supposed to work well. Let me go back there and paste it again. Multi-choice. Since the app did not work, multi-choice questions, Brisket. Let's see what it does while it's creating that. Is there anything I need to do here? Okay. Yes. Let me see what it does. Let me just respond to that. Let me see whether it's going to finally create it. Okay, it's automatically. Let me see. Okay, so I've added Kahoot and I'll click on create. Let me see what it does, whether it's going to work with this method. This other one is still creating though. Just make sure note that it's still creating. Let's see if this particular method works. Trying to prompt via cloud AI and interesting. I don't know if this is going to work though. So let's see what it's going to produce. I've not tried this particular one. The only one I've tried is directly from Risk, but I've not tried this particular one. I don't know how possible it is that it's created Kahoot. I don't really believe it. Okay, he did not create Kahoot. He created something else. Or this is even what I had before. I don't believe it. It's not Kahoot it's created. Let me see if this thing has finished. It's still generating. That's how long will it take before it's finished generating 12 questions? It's supposed to have finished by now. There is something that is wrong with it. I tried this afternoon and it was able to generate was able to add questions. But what I'm seeing here is that it's not even adding. It's not even adding the questions. So that's what is, let's see. Is it not Kahoot I asked it to create? Which one is this one? Let's see what it is. It's not Kahoot. These people are scamming me. Let it open back. Let me try using. We are going to keep trying and see what it produces. Right? I'm going to see what it produces because this is exactly what we aim at. at getting things done. Create. I'm going to select Kahoot again. Well, we have to see it produce Kahoot questions right here. I don't know what is wrong with this particular one, but it worked right here. So let's try it here and let's see. Maybe there is something I'm not getting right. Just maybe there's something I'm not getting right. Let it set up. Let it set up. This thing has been creating forever. It has been creating forever. It has not. I will stop it. Let me stop it from generating. Changes saved. Exiting now. I didn't see what it exited though. I didn't see what it exited. What it did. I didn't see it oh. Because this is just one question I'm seeing here. Let me close this one. This is just one question I'm seeing here. Let me close the two of them. I will try right here and see whether it's going to work. Okay, you see, it has even done something. Create quiz for grade 10 cloud. Okay, I'm going to remove this. What I want is the same thing that I've talked about. That is why I don't even like create. This should just be wise. Don't know why it's doing that. Should be wiser than this. Create Kahoot. Let it set up and let's see what it does. Maybe I've not used this enough, but I think I've used it enough to actually trust it to do what. So could it be that it doesn't work? It works. Just need to if but this is what I would advise. If you are trying to use a tool, it's not producing what you need to do. You need to find it out. That's the reason why we learn a whole lot of options, so that if one fails at that time, we try the other option. Twinkle has failed before. That was the day that Canva decided not to open. Do you understand? So there, well, I will always have Oak National Academy. I could also try Kahoot. I could also try Wayground. I could also try Bluegate. I could also try GPT. Cloud is there. Gemini is there. So there are a whole lot of resources, right? But I don't know why it's just seeming to. Let me try pasting again. Anytime I paste, it just pastes into Cloud. Cloud, did they send you to me? Did they send you to me? It's supposed to work. Let me just create a quiz on photosynthesis. I will just type it. I will just type it. Let me see what it's going to do. Oh, let me see what it's going to do. I don't want 10. Let's create 5. That's really wasted our time. Let it create 5. Let's see. It's only 5 questions so that I'm asking you to create. So you shouldn't waste so much time. Shouldn't waste so much time. During my free time, I'll try creating 20 questions and I will see whether it's going to work. But it's worked for me earlier on today, and it can work for anyone as well. I don't need like if you don't need to waste my time. Let me just so be quick, be quick, be quick, be quick, be quick. I'm trying to get on to cloud to do more on cloud. I'm trying to summarize this. This has taken our time. Let's see what it does. So automatically it opens Kahoot. Let's see what it's going to create. So this is one of the reasons why I have more than, if you check, I have anytime I open Chrome, I have like 3 Chrome profiles. That's simply because I want to be able to access supposed to start typing immediately automatically. I don't know what was happening in the other one. Well, let me not even zoom anything out. Let me just watch and see whether it's going to behave, whether it's going to add question, because it actually did. Actually did. Let's see what it does. It did not add. That's weird. Okay, interesting. It's supposed to automatically add a question, which it was doing today. Okay, okay, stop. Let me stop it. We are going to talk about Brisk later again. The last thing I want to do on Brisk is to generate slides. What I noticed now is that it's no more adding questions, but it was adding it right when I actually tested this. But it's fine. So let me just go back. Let me create a slide with it. We can create a slide. We can create presentations with it as well. But if you want to add images, you would need to pay for Brisk. So let's see what it can create for us. What it has effectively done, or what I've effectively used it to do, is Google Forms. I've used it to create Google Forms effectively. Google Forms is, let's just see the presentation on photosynthesis, and let's see what it's going to create. 10 slides. If you want images, you have to pay. So we'll just go with that images. It should automatically create it. Let's see what it does. I will get through with Brick's teaching. Brick's teaching seems to be a bit technical, but I'm sure it's something that we can do. Or is it has to do with the topic? I don't know. I said, I do not know. I am going to check it and know what's going on. You know, things like this, technical things like this happen, and that's why you have to get accustomed to technical things. Like, things could may just might not just work. So a particular day, and some other day it works. It may be an upgrade they are doing. It may be something with Kahoot. It may be something with Brisk teaching. We can't tell. But let's see whether it can create something in Google Slides for, because it worked for the Google Forms. Okay, so let it create. Let's go ahead and create. Oh, great. Okay, let me get started on this. Let's see what it's going to do right now. This is quite a powerful tool, I will still say, even if it had some issues right here. Let's see what it does. It's still a powerful tool regardless. Okay, so it opens Google Slides automatically and it's creating it. Let's see what it does. Let's see what it creates. There is no pictures, so don't expect it to be very beautiful, but it's definitely going to be well detailed. So let's see what it does. Okay, so it's generating the slide by itself, not in its application, but in Google Slides. So like that's the beauty of it. Look at this. It's creating it in Google Slides. It's creating in Google Slides. So this is so beautiful. You can say this. Not it's well detailed. There's no images. That's the only thing I can say. But it's well detailed. So, but if you want images, it means you have to pay for it. If not, you need to do a whole lot of work on this slide. Okay, let me say beautify this slide. Let me see what it does. Um, You can use Nano Banana two more times this month. Limit reset September 1. So I don't know. Help me visualize whatever. This is like Google's options because there are a whole lot. Why Brisk has their own stuff. Google also they have their own tool for creating images. So yeah, it's something that if you want to use, you can now use within Google Slides. All right. This is it's using Google Slide to, but this one you need to start typing what you need. I don't need to use all of that. If you want Brisk AI or Brisk teaching to deliver much more than this, it has to do with I'm not as impressed as I would have been if it was Canva, but it did a good job. It was able to do even ChatGPT did better. ChatGPT did better when it comes to what is like visuals. ChatGPT does better. Canva also does something great. So this one you have to edit it before you can use it. So I want to believe that we've been able to learn Google Forms today. We've been able to learn how to use Bricks teaching. We've been able to learn how to use ChatGPT uh, to create worksheets and to create what do you call it to create summaries for topics any way you want to present it or teach in the class visuals. So and you've also been able to learn how to share these links to students so that they can answer questions and you get the feedback and it's going to automatically mark for them immediately and give them a score. That's the aim of using Google Forms. So don't throw away Bricks AI or Bricks teaching. What you want to do is you want to go and search on it and use it. Use it. Use Bricks AI. The Kahoot creation that did not work today, which I'm going to figure out why it did not work. I'm surprised. I'm really, really surprised that it did not work. Let me go check my library. I'm surprised that it did not work though. Let me check my library for it. I'm surprised that it did not work as I thought during the stream today. Okay, so this is photosynthesis and structure. This one, it created it. This one question exactly. It did not generate like I expected it to. It did not generate like I expected to. It just did one question, which is which is weird. Which is weird. It just did one question. It just did one question. So I will figure out why it did that. I'll figure out why it did that. Probably that was something I did right in the time I created it before this live stream that I probably may have omitted. So I would find out and I would get it done. Yes, yes. Okay, great, 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 great. Glory is already practicing how to yeah, Google Slide is already ready. Open it. So it's very good. Let's now go back to cloud. Cloud is very, very powerful. Let me show you what cloud can create. Now I'm going to what can I use? I want to practically do something right now on cloud with one of my files. I don't know what I have in my files that I can just use now, and be very creative about it. Okay, this is what to do. There's a whole lot of things on my uh let me just take it. Okay, okay. So maybe before I rewrite something, I want to open it for everybody to see. Um okay, this is let me just show you this PDF. Now, that PDF, I want to open it even before it start working on it. I want to be very creative about what it's going to do. Yeah, I want to be very creative about what it's going to do. Let me open the year 4 UK math scheme. I'm going to ask it to update it. To update it. Update this doc. So this is how this document looks like. It has for the autumn here, it has for the spring here and all of that. It has topics, right? But something that I want it to do. I want it to that document now. We're going to compare the document is going to create versus the document that we already have. Kindly update this document to the most recent scheme, to the most recent math scheme adapted to the UK curriculum for year 4. Let me control A and copy that. Now, let me see what it's going to do. Let me see what is going to create. It's going to take a while to create something, but it's going to create something eventually. I've used this before. I've used it severally. I've used it severally. Let me show you. I've used it several. You can see that I've been using this, right? You can see that I've been using this. And if I say view all conversations, we will not sleep today. Oh, I hope I did not stop that thing that it was creating. Look at I've been using this, right? So it's something that I've been using for quite a long time. I've been using it. I've really been using it. So I think I started using this cloud AI sometime earlier this year. Let's get back to this. Let's see what it has created for us. Okay, so it says rewrite fully to match the UK, remove above level content, or keep your existing structure slash spacing, just correct labels and link it to year 4. I want it to even rewrite fully. Like just rewrite fully. Yes, rewrite fully. Let's see what it can create. If you tell it to maintain it, it will maintain all the formatting, everything. It will still be correct. There was a time I went to the cyber cafe. I wanted to print a chess in school proposal. All right. I went there and they told me that what I gave them was, yeah, it was an A5 precise document in Canva. And they were like, I needed to format it into booklet. And I was like, can you do it? And they said they cannot do it. I said, okay. And they were like, maybe I can do it and bring it back tomorrow. That 2 days, that was when I opened Cloud, I uploaded the document into it and told it to format it to a booklet for me. I want to print it out as a book as a PDF. It formatted it and printed it exact first page, last page, second page, second to the last page, just like that on that document. And it was well arranged. I did not need I after I did that, I just downloaded the document exact the same colors, everything. It maintained the images, it just rearranged the pages for me. When it comes to images, this cannot do it. Oh, cloud cannot generate images. But do you see colors and text? It works well with colors, it works well with text, it works well with it synchronizes with other tools like emailing, sending WhatsApp messages. Do you understand? It can do all of that. It can do a whole lot of things. Create CXL file, it cannot create slides. Well, it's even if it creates slide, it's not going to be like beautiful, right? It's going to do the same thing that free bricks just did. Another thing you should also know that cloud also has daily limit. So if you want to continue using cloud, you have to pay, or you use the free one and open a second account, use the free one, just like that. You come back to your first account the next day, you continue using it. But sometimes we may not even exhaust the free one for the day, depending on how deep or how complicated we use it. So let's see what it's created. You can see what it created for us here, right here. Because it's creating for us, it has its own way of formatting documents. Most times it formats in blue, though you can ask it to change it, and it's going to change it. But I'm going to download this. I've used this today. I don't know if, yeah, I've used it. You see that I used it for this video laptop. I asked it some questions and all of that. So let it fail to download files. What's going on? Okay. So let's see what it yeah, let it download and let's see. Okay, great. So I'm going to open it and we're going to compare it side by side with the other one that we just had access to. I want it to open so we can see it. Okay, so let's see what it's produced. Let's see what it's produced. Let's see what it's produced. This is where we are going to be concluding for this night. This is where we're going to be concluding for this night. Let's see what it produced for document. So I mentioned how many tools. I mentioned ChatGPT today, generating images, worksheets, and like worksheet and summaries. Of course, it can generate images. Worksheets and summaries was the focus for ChatGPT. Then we talked about brisk teaching, generating Google Forms, generating Kahoot, generating PowerPoint. Then we also talked about cloud AI, generating document. And we also saw how to that cloud and ChatGPT can actually work hand in hand with brisk. And so you see, all these three that we talked about can work hand in hand together to do a whole lot of tasks. So let's see the document it created. Look at this. Now let me put it side by side with the other one and we can compare what the other one had. Maybe the other one was better, or like I said, I told you to create something completely new. So it's fine for it to be it's fine for it to have something slightly different. Let me just compare that. For some reasons it's not doing what it needs to do. Don't know. It seems a whole lot of things are stressing the system already. So um, it's understandable. I'm running a whole lot already. So I think that's what is happening. Okay, so this is it right here. We have, let me zoom this out. So you can see the first place value has lesson one, lesson two, lesson three, lesson four, lesson five. It arranged it. Do you understand? It's updated it. Now let's see what exactly it updated up to. Okay, it had weeks up to week 7. But why this one had up to week 8? Okay, even up to week 9, but this had up to week 7. Okay, let's see this one. Let's see the second one. Let's see year 4. This one had up to week 7, right? White spring term for this one had up to week 6. Note that even if it had up to week 6, does not mean that you can finish everything in week 6. Of course not. You can see that each of the topics had like 5 lessons in one. So it means that you can teach lesson 1 and lesson 2. You can come back to lesson 3, 4, 5 later. You can teach lesson 1, 2, 3. And so let's say you are teaching a child in twice in a week. You can teach lesson 1 and 2 first week, lesson 3 and 4 second week, or lesson 1, 2, 3 first week, lesson 4 and 5 second week. Do you understand? It all depends. You can, depending on how fast the child is assimilating, that's how fast you is pacing. You take it according to the strength of the child. So it has given a detailed amount. Note that I've used this to create third year scheme from what country was that? Ireland, yes. Loreto School. I used it to create a scheme on for a school in like Ireland, Loreto Secondary School. I actually created that and it's brought out something that was great. Let me even open that. So this is where we are going to be ending today. All right. This is where we are going to be ending today. So you know that this all these things I use, yeah, is actually worth it. Let me show the scheme. There's the scheme. Here's the scheme. Let it load up. Yeah, you can see this for yourself. It formatted it very well for me. And right here, anytime I want to have this student, I know what next to teach the child. You understand? I know what next to teach the learner. So we're going to be ending it right here. And if you have any questions, you can ask me before I end it. I'm going to. give room for questions now. I'm going to give room for questions now. We have like 10, 5 to 10 minutes, depending on how well you guys engage me. 5 to 10 minutes. I would have shared my week, and like I said, I couldn't figure out that before the live stream, even if it worked days ago. It couldn't just work with the application I tried using, and even when I tried using new application, I didn't couldn't just figure it out. So gradually, I'll be able to figure that out, and I'll be able to do some things on my phone. So you see that it's actually very possible on my phone. So you not say it's using laptop and I don't have a laptop. So you know that you can also use your phone and do the same thing that we have been using laptop to do all of this all of the while. The only major difference is that you may not be able to fully multitask like I'm multitasking on a phone or on a laptop. You may not be able to. There are some applications that may not fully work on the phone as well. That it's only made for laptops to synchronize well on laptops, right? So just know that. But any application that has a website or that is web based can work effectively on your phone. You may only be challenged with screen size depending on what you are viewing on your screen. You may then have to use landscape or rotate. If you have questions, ask me questions. You can drop your questions. You can drop your questions on the group. The group chat also. You can drop your you can drop your questions on the group chat. You can drop your you can drop your questions on the group chat. You can drop your questions on the group chat. I will be ending the live stream soon. I'm still waiting for questions. I'm still waiting for questions. I'm still waiting for questions. I would end the live stream soon. I'll end the live stream soon. I will end the live stream soon. I want to believe that I am waiting. I'm waiting for. Okay, I would talk to you. Risk is good. Maybe when it comes to life, talk will be better. I would not um, we have not we have not seen the feedback with if that but I will talk about but for Saturday I want to really want to say my but it's not the main focus, right? The main focus for Saturday's stream is to expose some of the companies that you can apply to. So ensure that you don't miss that stream that day. The companies that you can apply to so that you can be able to get students or get clients. So we see that time. I'm going to be ending right now. Take care. Do have a lovely day. You can rewatch and yeah, and keep learning and stay sharp. Yeah.